Yo, what's going on, guys? It is McGuigan here, and we are back with another MLB The Show 20 Diamond Dynasty video. In this one, we have a Battle Royale guide, kind of, excuse me. In this video, we are going to be, going over how I draft and, what I look for in a team, and some tips for you guys if you're struggling, to get some higher win rewards in BR. So, in case you're newer and you don't know how BR works, it costs 1,500 subs to enter. Your first entry is free. You have to pick a full 25-man roster, um, and the more wins that you get, the better rewards that you earn. And you have you have to get 12 wins before you lose twice. So if you go 12-0, you get two diamonds and then the 12-0 flawless pack, and then if you go 12-1, you get the two diamonds, but you don't get the flawless pack. So um, I'm practically just going to go over how I draft and some players that you guys should always draft and how I form a BR team. So let's get into it. So here, this is probably one of the best rounds you can get. Kluber's unbelievable in this game, but don't waste your diamonds on starting pitchers or relievers this year. I know Raleigh's also really good, but now I do really well with Minnie Minoso, but whenever you see Mickey Mantle in BR, you have to go with him. You have to go Mickey Mantle. He's the best. He's the best card in the game. You have to use him. So for a silver round here, silver rounds, I usually like to take two silver starters. Now, you see, Leon doesn't really have the best pitch selection. Really, with starters and bullpen guys, you want to look for guys that have like funky deliveries and good pitch selections. You're not really worried too much about the per nines a whole lot, just because of how big the PCIs are going to be anyways. Pedro Strope's got an all-race repertoire. It'd be nice if he had like a change-up, but cutter is the main pitch at 88, and then the difference in velocity on his fastballs compared to that cutter, I think we're gonna go with him. Yeah, we'll go Pedro Strope. We have to go Tony Watson here. He's a hard-throwing lefty. He's deceptive. He can start for you. I usually like to start a lefty just because most people have their lefties at the top of their order. So that's a good one. Yimi Garcia is a really good one as well. I do really well with him. He's got a nice pitch selection. He's got nice differences in velocities. And plus, I know I said per nines aren't a whole lot. Like, they don't mean a whole lot. But if Yimi Garcia had, like, average homers per nine, he would be, like, a mid-tier gold. And home runs per nine don't affect in-game. So, and he's got that 99 break. Yimi Garcia is definitely probably the pick here. Now, Travis Nods, not too bad, but for catcher, I usually like to try and save it and try and get Gary or Mitch Garver for the gold round. Paul DeYoung is also really good. Haven't used him this year. He's a little bit worse offensively than he normally is, but he's also really good still. I'm gonna go Yimmy just because I like him, just because I use him so well. Okay, so we get the diamond round here, and wow. It's going to pain me not to take Vlad. It's really going to pain me not to take Vlad, but we have to go Carlos Santana here. He's definitely the best of these options. Sean Murphy's not too bad. I wouldn't take Luzardo, as I said, don't take your diamond rounds. Now, I love Vlad, obviously, but Carlos Santana and Sean Murphy are just infinitely better cards. I'm not going to take Sean Murphy because Carlos Santana is better, and we can always just put Carlos Santana at catcher if we don't get Gary, so Carlos Santana is definitely the move. I don't think I've used this card yet either, so definitely want to try him out. Alright, for the bronze round here, we don't get anything. Keegan Akin, this guy, I'm probably just going to take this guy. You really just have to take some of these bronzes in common just to get them out of the way sometimes. So this guy, he will never see the light of day in the rotation. I have to go Keston Hiura here. He's one of these guys that you just automatically take. Taiwan Walker has a nice pitch selection, but Keston Hiura is way too good against righties. He's going to be our bench bat, our main bench bat against righties, so we will take him, then we'll get a second baseman afterwards. He's a card that you 100% have to take, and so is this man. Jock Peterson is another one you have to take. I haven't used him this year yet either. Wow. Yeah, we definitely have to take Jock. Jock is one of those dudes that you just always have to take. This is kind of the same round as we had Akin. It's not giving me reliever choices for the bronze rounds. It's kind of strange. But we'll go Losaga. Yeah. We'll just take him. Wow, it's not giving me. Why isn't it giving me bullpen choices? See, BR is weird like this sometimes. This guy's getting nice pitch selection, but he'll never be used. I'm just gonna take. I'm gonna take the outfielder here just to get him out of the way. He'll be on the bench. He'll never be used. Wow, why is it not giving me bullpen pitchers? I'm gonna have to do that again. So sometimes, you know, I usually like to take two guys in the bullpen that just never get used, but it's not giving me bullpen guys for some reason. I'm gonna take Patrick Wisdom, and then we'll get a third baseman later on, so he can be used as a bench pad as well. All right, here we go. I think I'm gonna go Trevor May, although Jake Odorizzi's got a really nice pitch selection actually. That cutter and that splitter, I like that. It's between him and Trevor May. I've used Trevor May a lot in BR. Sometimes he's really good, sometimes he's not. I'm going to go Trevor May, just because I'm used to him. Posey and Rosario can't hit. This is tough. I'm going to go Trevor May. I have more confidence in him. I like him. So we have 4 usable bullpen guys right now. I'm going to go Freddie Peralta. Colin Post is solid. He doesn't have a slider, though. If he had like a slider or a cutter, I'd definitely take him. I think I'm going to go Freddie Peralta here. He can touch like 95, 96, and he's got that slow curveball. Yeah, we'll go Freddie Peralta for one of our silvers there. Alright, so we don't get Gary, but we do get this Zach Collins card, who I've used a little bit, and he's been really good. We also get Michael Young. Michael Young's solid. He's not really a BR meta type card, though. Seth Lugo, I would take Seth Lugo if he didn't have the longest windup in the world. And this Brian Mata guy is actually pretty solid too. I faced him a couple times in BR. He was solid. I think I'm going to go Zach Collins though, just because he's got that high power against righties. I don't have too many lefty bats right now, so like don't worry about Hyer Wisdom or Michael Reed. Those guys will never start. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, we'll take Zach Collins here. And then Josh Taylor or Didi. Josh Taylor got that cutter. I pitched well with him. Sean Monet is not bad either. I've used him a lot in BR. He kind of gets shelled though just because he throws so slow. Yeah, he kind of throws way too slow. I'm going to go Rojas now. Didi's not bad. I'm kind of afraid of how many lefties I'm going to have starting though, because Zach Collins is going to be starting, so is Jock, and I might even have to start Keston Hyer, who may as well be a lefty. I'm going to go Josh Taylor. His per 9s aren't the best, but he's got that cutter and he's got that slow curveball. We'll go Josh Taylor for sure. I think we're going to have to go Chris Archer here. This is a really bad silver round, actually. So I still have to look out. So we still need a shortstop. We still need a second baseman, third baseman, and an outfielder. So that's 4 picks right there, and we only have 5 really good picks left between the silvers and the golds, and I think I'm good on bullpen. I can take just 2 non-bullpen guys that I'm never going to use. I could even still get a good like bronze meta guy, but I think we're good on bullpen guys, and I need one more starter, so I'm gonna have to take somebody here. I think I'm gonna have to take Dansby Swanson. I'll only use him for 1 at bat. Or I could just, I think I'm going to have to take Chris Archer. I'm in a tough spot here where I don't need a bullpen arm, and the 2 hitters it's given me are absolutely awful. And at least with Chris Archer, he's got like a pretty basic repertoire, but I think his slider might have a little bit of break on it. It's not too bad, but yeah, you see, this is a round where it's tough, because these 2 may as well be bronzes, and then you give me a bullpen guy that I really don't need, and an absolutely awful silver starter, so we have to go with this. We have to go Chris Archer. You kidding me? Fight a blue. I have to go Vita Blue. I know I said I had my bullpen figured out, but I have to go Vita Blue. Actually, I do absolutely awful with this card. Never mind. I'm going to have to go Elvis Andrews. Bro, I don't know. It's not giving me great rounds here, man. I was hoping to get like a gold round here. I'm not taking Drew Smiley. I almost have to take Vita here, man. And then I'll have to rock That'll give me 3 options. I'll have to rock Keston Hayura at second, I think. Yeah, that's what's gonna have to happen. Yeah. All right, then we'll take Lizardo here, just to get him out of the way. And here we go. All right. Wow. Why did they give me 3 bullpen options? We have to take Xander Bogaerts here. Take Xander. All right, here we go. This is a tough round. This is a really tough round. We have probably the best bronze pitcher, Jordan Hicks, who has outlier. In case you guys don't know what outlier is, it is a quirk that makes your primary pitch much faster. So his sinker hits like 100 miles an hour consistently, or 101 miles an hour. Or we go Chris Davis, who was probably a bench bat. Definitely a bench bat just because how bad his defense is. So, with the way this is going to have to be set up, I'm going to have to play Keston Hayura, or I take Chris Davis, and I start him. That'll give me a silver and a gold round left for the second baseman and the third baseman. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Yeah, we're going to have to take Chris Davis here and start him, and then I'll do a defensive substitution for him. Wow. I got gypped here. I got gypped on this round. I'm going to have to go Colton Wong. I don't like that, because they gave me 2 outfielders. See, I either go Eric Davis or McCutcheon, and then keep Chris Davis on the bench and then start Keston Hayura, or I put Chris Davis in and then start Colton Wong. I actually used Colton Wong before. He wasn't too bad. I actually really liked Colton Wong a couple years ago. He's really good. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to go Colton Wong. I'm gonna have to. It's not terrible. He's a lefty. He's got a really nice swing. I've used him before. All right, then we'll take Chaffin here just to get him. Oh, bro, Willie Calhoun though for the bench. No, we're gonna have Hayura for the bench. We don't need Willie Calhoun, do we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I need Willie Calhoun. He's like the best bench bat in BR. Yeah, we gotta take Willie Calhoun. Okay, yeah. Then we just take that guy to get out of the way. Then we have a bronze round here. O'Neal Cruz is solid. They're all lefties, so anybody with like an insane amount of speed. JP Shuck. Yeah, we'll go with this dude just because he's fast. And then the gold round. I think we're gonna have to go Correa. If I didn't take Chris Davis, I would take Nelson Cruz. So with the way this is going to set up, I'm going to put Chris Davis in left, put Jock in right, put Colton Wong at second, and then I'm going to have to take Correa, put him at third. I think that's what's going to have to happen here, which is not the worst thing. Or I can even just take Nelson Cruz and then have Chris Davis for the bench. But no, we're going to have Hayura and Willie Calhoun for the bench, so... Yeah, we gotta take Correa. Correa's sick anyway, so we put Correa in at third, Chris Davis in right, and then switch that. Jock can play right. Yep. And then Keston Hayura. I might even start Keston Hayura. He's so good against righties. And then we have Willie Calhoun for the bench. And then Colton Wong as like a defensive substitute. Yeah, we can keep Colton Wong as a defensive substitution for either Keston Hayura or Chris Davis. Probably Chris Davis. Just because the outfielder defense matters a little bit more. Or we could even just use this guy. But I like to at least bring in somebody that can hit a little bit. So I think I'm actually going to leave it like that. And then we will lead... I'll put Mickey in the 2-hole. Lead off Jock. We'll go Chris Davis there. And then we'll go Zach Collins, Bogaerts, Correa. Oh, I forgot. No, okay, we got to put a Carlos Santana here somewhere. I'll do that, actually. Carlos Santana there. Xander Bogaerts. Zach Collins, Chris Davis, Keston here. All right, that's a solid setup, right? That's actually a really good team. So I'm leading off Jock just because 9 times out of 10 you're going to be facing a righty. There's more righties and lefties than there are in BR as far as pitchers go. And Mickey doesn't matter. Same thing with Correa. All these guys, like, you just want to make sure that your lefties are protected. So the first 3 batters of the game don't really matter because you're going to be facing the same pitcher anyways. But so like if somebody were to bring in like Raleigh Fingers or something here, then we're solid just because everybody can hit righties. Everybody can practically hit anything. The only thing I'm worried about is Keston Harry against a lefty. That's about it, though, man. This is a really solid team. We got a really good bench bat in Willie Calhoun, and we can even use Colton Wong if we have to. He's not too bad. And then we have a really solid bullpen. Everybody is usable except this Richard Blair guy. So our main arms are going to be Yimi Garcia, Trevor May, and Vita. And then even Pedro Strope's on. Everybody is practically usable here. So we have 6 really good guys. So I could open with Freddie Peralta and Archer. Even Luzardo's pretty usable. But even if these guys start getting shelled and I make it later on in the run, I can always just open with one of these guys and just have a full-on bullpen game. Because really in BR, it's all about hitting, man. I just try, like, I have so many BR games where it's like 15 to 14 just because it's just about hitting, man. Like, you can't get frustrated if you give up 8 runs in the top of the first and you're the home team because you have 3 innings left, man. Like, with BR this year, it's so easy to put up runs just because of how All-Star is. It's a lot easier, man, to put up runs. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I will be streaming this team at my Twitch, twitch.tv/McGuigan. Go and check that out. I will be live this afternoon with this team. Hopefully we can get some another 12-0. I've gone 12-0 once already this year and done 12-1 I think 3 times. I've choked it. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video, guys. I appreciate the support as always. Thank you guys as well for 1K subs. We hit that yesterday, which is absolutely nuts. I appreciate you guys very much. Be sure to check the links down in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.